So our last point will be to look at our AR and account receivables and accounts payable. Majority times when I say we're looking at accounts receivable and accounts payable is for companies who actually use Xero. So what do I mean by saying user? A user is a person who is actually using, making invoices, collecting payments on those invoices, putting them in the bank, in the software, not the actual bank, but in the software, in Xero. And then that's what I define as a user. And there are certain users who just use a software for transaction purposes only, meaning that they just take whatever's in the bank and then they report it in Xero. Then there are other people who actually go into Xero, create invoices, collect payment, put them in the bank, and does the whole process. So in that scenario, we have to look at these accounts receivable reports. We can see what invoices are open, where invoices are closed, if the money is being deposited into account or not. And so that's very important. So where do we see that? We see that in a balance sheet account, balance sheet report. So I'll show you where I'm talking about. Right, so if you go down, you will see accounts payable. So that means, so this company is technically not using Xero in the same way. It's not creating invoices. Let me see if there are more. Okay, it's accrual basis. So if it's accrual basis, it will show. So this is accounts payable. This is coming from a bill or a tax payment that was recorded in there that needs to be paid out. That's what the accounts payable are. So we will see accounts receivable, we can see accounts payable, and then we have to go in and see what invoices were open. That creates also a problem because we can see in some cases when a client is using Xero, is creating invoices, we'll take the money, goes to the bank, but never will report it in the Xero. And if the bank will send the transaction to Xero, then we can see the money coming in, but the invoices are still open. Right, so these are all the mismatches that we have to look at. So this is how we are doing bookkeeping cleanup using Xero, right?